Jeffrey Epstein's rise and fall is rooted in wealth, privilege, powerful connections, and serious criminal allegations that span decades. Early career and wealth building. Epstein began his professional life as a teacher at the Dalton School in New York City, despite lacking a college degree. He later moved into finance, working at investment firms and eventually starting his own financial management business. Over time, he developed relationships with wealthy and influential people, including politicians, business leaders, and celebrities. His private social circle became known for its secrecy and exclusivity. Properties and network. Epstein owned multiple luxury properties, including mansions in New York City and Palm Beach, a private island in the Caribbean, and residences in Paris. These properties were later central to investigations, as they were locations where alleged abuse occurred. First major legal case, 2005 to 2008. In 2005, law enforcement in Florida began investigating Epstein after reports from the family of a minor who had been paid for massages. The investigation revealed hundreds of potential victims. In 2008, Epstein reached a controversial plea deal with prosecutors. As part of that deal, he pleaded guilty to lesser state charges of solicitation of prostitution involving a minor and received an 18-month sentence, much of it served with work release privileges. This plea agreement shielded him and several associates from federal prosecution at that time, and was later widely criticized by victims' advocates and law enforcement officials. Renewed federal case, 2019. In July 2019, federal prosecutors in New York charged Epstein with sex trafficking and conspiracy. The indictment alleged that he exploited dozens of minors across multiple states, and that he operated a network that enabled him and others to recruit underage girls. The charges included the transportation of minors with intent to engage in illegal sexual acts, a federal crime that carries significant prison time. Epstein was arrested at Teterboro Airport in New Jersey and denied bail. The case drew massive media attention, partly because of the severity of the allegations, and partly because of Epstein's high-profile connections. Death in custody. On August 10, 2019, while awaiting trial in the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York City, Epstein was found unresponsive in his cell and was pronounced dead. The official ruling by authorities was suicide by hanging. His death occurred amid reported failures in jail procedures, including lapses in monitoring and irregularities with staff assignments, leading to investigations and public debate about how such a high-security detainee could die under supervision. Aftermath and wider impact. Epstein's death meant that his case did not go to a full federal trial, but it did lead to civil lawsuits from survivors against his estate and associates, public and legal scrutiny of the 2008 plea deal, which many saw as unjust, renewed focus on how the justice system handles cases involving powerful individuals, investigations into people connected to Epstein, including his former associates and employees. Organizations and advocates have used the case to push for stronger protections for minors, more transparency in plea agreements, and reforms in how law enforcement responds to sexual abuse allegations, especially when they involve wealthy or influential individuals.